Got a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
There are Witten's numbers from last week's game. 5 catches, 71 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
34 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Nelson Aguilar. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
There's a ball carrier.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Now a 2nd down and 6. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
He's across
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
A gain of 17 yards.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
A gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the
They're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Chiefs nothing.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
To Jason Witten.
12 more yards there and another first down.
1st and goal, Raiders.
Shotgun now for Carr. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
To Jason
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
brings up
second and goal from inside the 5. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll roll him out right. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Harrison Butker to kick it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Las Vegas.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On third down. Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. On third down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 48 yards.
First down.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jason Witten, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 30-yard
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward.
Still first down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
A 10-yard.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
At the 38-yard line.
44, Mike, 44. Here we go.
Now Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Mahomes now to throw. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
They'll take over.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Nelson Aguilar. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
1st and 10.
KC's offense ready to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You've got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
28, Chiefs 16. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now Jones. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little...
All you got to do is look at
that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Get wide. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And going deep for Hill. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now here's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
For the point after.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Here's Hardman on the return. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. He's done his part, but so far it's been a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far, he's north of 100 yards receiving. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
He's not going to get me.
To throw, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout taken.
That's good.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. 43, 15. It's our time.
They go play action. Now Mahomes going to throw deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Hill the intended receiver once again, but it'll be 2nd down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So we now proceed to the start of the second half.
Randy Bullock.
The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. Here's Hardman on the return. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see.
That's not good enough, man.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Yeah, he's got it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Chiefs 24. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
27 on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Complete.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Las Vegas.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard.
And now here comes Kansas City. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, 44, Mike, 44.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Gets this one to Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
For a Kansas City.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. That's caught at the 25. A big pickup of 38.
For a Kansas City Chiefs.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 25-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line. And
that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Loss of a yard.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz is trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Henry runs the ball.
Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
24-yard line.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Taken from just outside the 30.
Receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
For a Kansas City Chiefs.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
43, 15. Under crunch. Under crunch.
Right back to him on first down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Mahomes now on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now Washington. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
DeAndre Washington.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
That's good.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
That makes the score Raiders 42, Chiefs 32. Harrison.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Ryan Allen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he fields it cleanly. A very nice punt. That time, but they get 11 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, it took a while, but they finally get that first win.
She-Rag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow.